What's up, everybody? Josh here again, Animus Streamer, and today we have the Week 22 update video, the Icarus content for Week 22, where they've changed a lot of things in extracting and how you get exotics. So let's get into it, shall we? Week 22 Exotic Extraction. Icarus Week 22 Update Exotic Extraction. New scanners, extractors, and locations change up now how you mine exotics. This week we're making some significant changes and improvements to how you discover and extract exotics. Exotic deposit randomization is one of the most prominent of these, changing how deposits are spawned into the map and adding variety and challenge to your drops. To complement this change, we are improving our scanning and extraction systems with Tier 3 and Tier 4 radars and extractors, and new workshop radars and extractors for the high-end prospector. This work helps lay further foundations for us to improve the late-game experience and the entire exotics loop. They go on to explain exotic deposit randomization. Basically, guys, you have to find every single exotic vein that you want to extract. And you do that with a radar. You can either do that with one of the 3 radars that we have now available. And they go on to say, hey, we basically wanted to make things harder and make you have to locate deposits with a radar, because static deposits were so much easier to do. Tier 3 and Tier 4 radars and extractors. We have added new radars and extractors at Tier 3 and Tier 4. Tier 3 radars and extractor, biofuel. The Tier 3 radar and extractor are biofuel powered and provide low cost, moderate return systems. You also have the Tier 4 radar extractor that's electric now. This is basically what we've been using this whole time, but now it's electric. And you also have the workshop radar and extractor and biofuel. You can now drop down with a radar. It's an IC001 radar, and that radar will let you scan for exotics on any mission. It is reusable. The only bad part about that radar is it does have like a 50% increase to how many animals aggro, and it can be very deadly, especially if you're over here in the Riverlands like we are most of the time. Be very careful when you're using these radars that extract animals. They're not kidding. You also have the IC001 extractor, the most powerful extractor we've introduced also, which provides a lot more durability and runs on very special power source. The power source is the IC001 prototype power source. And also they've added the MXE fuel canister. We're going to go ahead and show you guys where these are on Icarus. So over here towards the end here, you'll see we have the MXC fuel canister, and it's available to research for 150 Ren and craft it for 75 Ren. And basically it's a biofuel canister that comes pre-filled. Down below that, you also have the options to unlock the IC001 radar. The research cost is 200 exotics and 400 exotics to craft the item. The IC001 prototype power source, which is used in the new extractor, which we'll get to here in just a moment, used to power the IC001 extractor. Single use, cannot be returned to station. You cannot bring this item back with you when you upload. That means if you drop down with it, you better use it or you'll lose it. It costs 150 Ren to research and 50 Ren to craft the item, and they are not stackable. And finally, we have the IC001 extractor. Requires the IC001 power source to run. It does extract 33% faster. So does the electric in the Tier 4 now. It costs 300 exotics to research and 500 exotics to craft. Please note that as a solo player, you cannot carry the extractor and the radar at the same time. You can drop down with these items, and they'll be on your dropship, which we'll go over here in just a second. But you can drop down with them, but you can only use or carry one at a time. Changes to how you bring the workshop items to the planet. I'm just going to show you this, guys. Basically, what's going to happen is whenever you drop down on the prospect, all your items will be in the dropship, not your inventory. And as you can see, we're dropping down right now on a new prospect with one of our alts here. There's absolutely nothing in my inventory. When you get into your dropship cargo inventory, all your items will now be available in your dropship cargo. So if you drop down and you notice nothing on you, don't freak out. It's in your dropship. So all you got to do is take it from your dropship. You can hit the take all button in the bottom. So they also did some changes to the back-end architecture, tooling, and support. I think mostly this is just for them and their use as well, as far as squashing bugs and changing things. They also stay here, though. Please contact us if you have lost any exotics or need assistance. Next week, they're going to iterate a little bit more as far as what this is and why they're using it. So, looks like a next week's update. And, of course, we get into the detailed changelog. We're going to show you all the extractors and radars except for the electric ones. Failed to what? Oh, Icarus. Being Icarus. So here we have both of the radars. Both these radars are lagging. This game is just completely horrible as far as optimization goes. But here are the two radars. Here's what the two radars look like. That one on the right here is the IC001 radar. And as you can see here, it gives you that scanning radar speed. We've already scanned our radar. In case you forgot how radars work, you got this little line right here, and the closer you get to your exotic vein, the more this will be compact. So this is kind of showing us the direction that the exotic vein could be. It could be anywhere from here to over in this direction in a straight line, but that gets smaller when you get closer to your exotic vein. But this is biofuel scanner. This is the tier 3 scanner that you can now make in tier 3, that as well as the biofuel extractor. The biofuel scanner requires a biofuel can, which you can buy and drop down with now, or you can fill it up yourself. We filled up ourselves because we forgot ours. So the biofuel can, you could drop down with this or fill one up yourself the old-fashioned way. And you can activate this scanner. The radar is actually on, even though it's not scanning and still attracting animals. Be careful, if there's a bear around, it'll attract a bear too. We've seen that firsthand. You gotta love the lag. Of course, this IC001 radar, it has absolutely no power source required. It has an internal power source, so you don't have to actually power it. I was going to show you guys these electric radar and electric extractor, but unfortunately what happened was I logged in and lost the base. Complete lost tier 4. So I'm not going to rebuild it because of a bug. But looking at the electric radar, it looks fairly similar to the one that you drop down with one exception. It does attract less animals. It does also require composites, though, which takes quite a long time to get to. You also have the electric extractor, which is exactly like it was before. Looks like it's got a new model on it, though. This also has a 33% extractor drill speed increase, just like the drop-down one, the electric extractor does. So we're just going to lay down our new extractor here. This is, we're going to show you guys just the one extractor. I had to go from here all the way over here to get exotic vein. I'd have to go all the way back and then back again to get the other extractor. We're not going to do that today. But I am going to show you how cool this new extractor is. This is the drop-down extractor. It just extracts 33% faster. So we're going to drop that bad boy in the middle. I'm going to show you what it looks like. That's so cool. And then we're going to go ahead and open the inventory here. Well, all you got to do is put one of your special IC001 prototype power sources into the fuel slot and activate. And it will sit there and farm your exotics 33% faster once you find it. Now, I will note that this is a very well-known place for this exotic vein. And I am going to note that as it does say here, added exotic deposit randomization system. So deposits will now be random within a set of possible locations for a given prospect. If you think about it for a minute, that means that there's still a set number of places that exotics will be. And I guess you could always learn and check them areas, unless they completely randomized exotics, which I don't think they've done yet. And also keep in mind that extractors and radars can be damaged and destroyed now. If you did have an old extractor, it will exist in its current state, but is no longer craftable. That means if you have an old extractor, you can keep it, I guess, for up to 90 days, technically. And it looks like they improved quite a bit of audios in the game. They did fix where stone stairs did not have railing sockets, preventing rails from going on the right-hand side. A lot of people are going to be real happy about that. And other than that, really, there's not much more to this update. And this is what the electric extractor kind of looks like. Like I said, we weren't going to travel back there and put it on, but it does look pretty cool and beefy. That's the electric extractor. And the biofuel extractor kind of looks like our old extractor. What do you say? Yeah, this looks like our old extractor. So this is the biofuel extractor. And guys, that's it for this week. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And don't forget to ring the bell. That'll let you know when we have new Icarus videos coming out. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Peace.